In the last two topics, you learned how to better organize and control your code flow with functions and conditionals. In this topic, we're going to take a step back and revisit the very first concept that we talked about, variables and data types. This is the list that we first saw of all of the data types in Python. At this point, you've had lots of practice with the first three. Numeric types, like int and float, the text sequence type string, and the Boolean type bool. We'll start covering the rest of these three type categories by looking at a sequence type, lists. Up until now, we've used variables to store a single value. For example, if I wanted to store music, I could store a single song title, green and gold, in a variable called song. Imagine we wanted to store every song on the Billboard Top 100, though. We would have to assign each song to its own variable, 100 variables. Imagine how cumbersome it would be to access and keep track of 100 variables in your code. In Python, we can use lists to help us stay organized by storing related pieces of data in one place. We can create empty lists to store information later. Here, I'm assigning a list with 0 elements inside of it to the variable songs. Or we can create lists with some values already inside and then add, subtract, or update values in the same list later. Here, I'm creating the same songs variable, but this time we're starting with 2 strings representing song titles already inside of the list. Jump into the next lesson to learn more about creating, editing, and accessing lists in Python.